All right, well, thanks for joining us this morning, everyone. Looks like we have Bill Fritz from Napa School District and Stephen Phillips from Jewel School District, along with Margot Lalich, Public Health Director. We normally start with a just any opening comments that our participants have, and then we'll go to questions from our media representatives. So Bill, if you want to give us any updates you might have this morning.
Yes, thank you. So things are going well here in Napa, and the sun is out. It's a beautiful day, at least for now. But just wanted to share, at this point, as we know that in the county, case counts are decreasing with COVID, which is good news. We have no staff right now being affected by either COVID-19 or quarantine. We do currently have 6 students who are either testing COVID positive or under quarantine at this point in time. But all is well. Otherwise, we actually had a couple of bus driver applicants this week, so we're happy for that, but still have some paraeducator openings that need to be filled. And if there are people in the community who want to help out their schools and get paid in the meantime, we'd love to have applicants for our paraeducator positions in Napa.
Okay, great. Thank you. Stephen Phillips, do you have anything for us this morning?
Real quick, this is our 8th week of school. Things are going great. We currently have no cases, no active cases. We have no quarantine. All is well. Yeah, things are good. That's it. Thanks.
Great, thank you. And Craig Hoppus, looks like you've joined us. Any information for us this morning?
No, we've, like Steve said, we've been in school for 8 weeks. Our isolated COVID cases have gone down dramatically. I think we're at 2 this week, with only 1 in quarantine. Real pleased with parents checking kids' symptoms and real pleased with staff following health and safety protocols, keeping kids safe. But we're good to have kids in school. Really excited to remain in school. That's all I have.
Great, thanks. And Margot, do you have anything for us this morning?
Yeah, it's just all it's good news, and I think it's evidence of the good work that you're all doing in your schools, and how we're working together to struggle through the changing investigative guidelines and understanding how some of the guidance that applies to the general public health sector looks a little bit different in a school setting, and there's reasons for this. And so we just continue to work through it. I do know that there's been some updates to the investigative guidelines, hot off the press this morning, or last night actually, so I haven't been able to read through all of them. I do know, based upon a meeting yesterday, that it looks like how quarantine applies to outdoor exposures in the school setting is changing or has changed, and this is again it's a good thing. It's a step forward again in I think eliminating barriers for students to participate and stay in school. And then we also have a meeting right after this with OHA and the local public health authorities around pediatric Pfizer doses. We have placed an order in our community for those doses. Again, we don't have a standing order. We don't have any of that information yet, but we are anticipating that to come to our community public health in the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe sooner. And again, we'll continue working as a vaccine task force to make sure that students, kids who are eligible in the community have as much access as possible. I think that's it for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll go to the press. Cindy Yinks, do you have any questions for participants this morning?
I really don't. This is the first time I've tuned into these. I was hoping our superintendent out in Warrenton would be on here, but he's not. So I'm just going to pass.
All right, thanks. Ethan from the Astorian, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to hear from the superintendents, what vaccination rate their district reached up to the deadline, and how many employees they lost, and how much of an impact that loss will make.
So in Astoria, we were at, last time I was told was 94% vaccination rate. And we lost 3 employees. And it had no impact on the day-to-day working of kids coming to school and being educated. We were able to plan appropriately for that.
I can speak for Napa. We're at 95% vaccination rate. We did have a few employees who had exceptions. And we did need to put one employee on leave. So, but we've not terminated anybody.
Jewel, we're just shy of 90% with our vaccination rate. And we did lose one employee. It's, it's no fun, but it didn't really affect kids. So.
Any other questions?
Yeah, is some of the gap because of exceptions then? Because if you're at 94%, it's probably more than 2 employees there that you'd lose.
The gap is because of the exception process, yes.
Yeah, likewise for us, Ethan.
Same.
Great, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? All right, any last comments from any of our participants? Okay, well, if not, thanks everyone for calling in, and we'll look forward to hearing from everyone on November 3rd. Thanks, everybody.